Hello guys, so welcome back. So I have created another project which is a building system which I have created using Vite plus React.js and Spring Boot. So basically I have recently started learning Spring Boot, so I thought of creating this project. So let me show the code. Like this is the code base for the front end part. So I will show you just the folder structure. So I have kept everything in the source folder. In that we have assets and components, context. I have used for the state management is like context API, and I have created like hooks. I kept everything organized, so kept all the pages in the pages folder, and I have also created the protected routes and the public routes, and all the backend stuff I have kept in the service folder, like here for authentication. So when I click open this, you can see your login for auth services is login system. So it will just call the backend API, and just we need to pass the data to it. So these are the functions which we will be using in our project. And types. So I also use TypeScript for this project. So I am kept all the types in one folder, and there is an util folder which contains the constants like a navigation constant like that, and that's it. Also, okay, so that's it in the front end path. And for the back end, this I am using Spring Boot. So I have created using Maven uh, Maven build. So this is the POM file where I have kept all the dependencies. So you can see here I have used like Spring Boot, JSON Web Token for JWT authentication, and this is for binding it. And I also use like Razorpay for payment gateway, and AWS S3 I have used for storing the images, and database I am using here is MySQL database. And these are some libraries which help us to make like uh, JPA model based. So it reduces our code of writing. So let's go to our resources folder in the application property. I kept all the configuration files, like configuration variables here. So this is for configure of database of MySQL, and I am using the here we are enabling the Hibernate DDL to auto, and this is the API path, and this is the AWS configure variables and JWT configurations, and this is for the Razorpay. And all this I am storing here in this, like when we go to here run and here edit configuration. So I am passing all this data to its environment using this environment variable. So when we click on here, you can see I have pasted everything here. Like AWS access key, you can see here we have. So okay. So in that way I am passing here. And also this is the folder structure I am following here. Basically, like all the configuration are the config file, and controllers contain all the controllers like APIs path. Like here you can see, um, suppose I want some login. So you can see in the here in the service folder, auth services. This is the API for the login. So to create this, I have to create this like slash login. We basically do in the controllers. So that what we have done here. And filters contain the JWT filter request. So this is authentication part, and I also created input output files and models of the our models of our table, and repository contains codes which are related to the database. Like, so when we need to access anything from the database, basically in this part we will do. And services are basically a folder which contains the implementations of all the services. Logical part is done here, and like business logics are done in the service folder, and database related are done in the repositories, and controllers are just where we use these services and repository things. Okay. And utility contains the utility like reusable codes which will be required in our project. So basically this is the folder structure which I have followed. So let me go through our project. So I am running this our front end, and it is on 5 localhost port number 5155173. So this is where we are. So let me first log in as a user. So just click on login. After this is a user interface where he can there will be three navigation option. Dashboard shows basically top 5 recent orders, today's sales, and the today's order. Let's go to Explorer. Here you can see all the interface. Like, this is basically for the electronic shop, so it has these things like keyboards and mouse. I use just added just two categories here. So just click on keyboard. Based on that, it will filter our products. And when we click here like clear filter, it will clear our filter. And basically we can also search here. Like, I want blue color mouse. I got this blue color mouse. So after this, this is the card section where we will adding the customers products and the information. So just when we click on here add, it will be added to our cart. And when we click on like delete, it will delete. So if a customer need keyboard and mouse, just we will add here, and we will take the details of customer and add here. So without these, if I not add any detail of customer and just click on cash or anything, I will get like this form validation error, which I have already handled. So we need to enter the customer detail. And if customer pays in cash, so we can click on here cash. So it will be order is placed. And after that, just click on placed order, and you will get the receipt. Receipt contains like order ID, name, and the phone number, and items that the customer ordered. And here are the price with tax and payment method. And if customer need receipt, we will click on receipt. If not, click on close. And suppose if customer need a receipt, then just click on again here. We will get the most recent receipt. So let me show you the UPI pay. So just click add some cart items into the cart, and just enter the detail of user and click on UPI. So for this I am using the Razorpay gateway. So when we click on that, we will get the Razorpay interface. Basically I am handling the UPI, so click on UPI and just enter the user's UPI, or he can also scan here, and just click on verify. So here it is processing, and after confirming the payment, we will get the success message. Yeah, so payment got success. After, it will re-render to our dashboard. So you can see we got our pop-up. So just click on here place order. We get our receipt. Like, you can see here payment method is UPI, Razorpay order ID, and the payment gateway ID. So it is working properly. And you can see here when we click on place order, all the items from the cart is removed. So this is the billing system, how it works. And when you click on order history, you can see your history of your orders. Like, just now we have done this, so you can see here. And let me So this is the user's interface, and here user email and the password is everything is created by admin. So let's go with the admin. So just click on logout and log in as a admin. And after login, so basically you can see all the same stuff like dashboard, explorer, and order history, which is similar to user's interface. But now we can see more three um, navigation links. So when we click on manage items, here we can add items, and when we click on categories, here we can admin can add the categories, and admin can also here add the users. So let me add users. Like if I want to add another user, user2 at their gmail.com, password is 123 123, and just click on add. So you can see here user is added, and I can also delete, admin can also delete the user. So this is a user, and let me add new category here. So to add the new category, just click on this image and add headphone or anything which you want. I am adding headphone, and here gives fill these details, and here we can give the color to our card. Like I will go with the default one and just click on add. So you can see our category is added. Now I can delete the category if there is no items, but if there are items I cannot delete. So let's go to here and add item. So let me add this headphone and gives name of headphone like headphone 2 or something. And here you can see we got our category like headphone. Give the price and give the description and just submit. So you can see here our item is here submitted. And when we go back to the categories, you can see here we have the items in the headphone category, and it is disabled now. We cannot delete this. And when we go to explorer, you can see here we got our another category, and when I click on that, we get our item. So here admin can do everything as user do. So let me delete the category. So you need to just first, before deleting the category, we need to delete the items. So just click on here, delete, item is deleted. Now when we go back to manage category, and you can see here, so basically we need to refresh the page. So after refreshing the page, you can see we got our option of deleting the category. So just click on delete and category is deleted. So that's it. So this is how it works. And also this search bar also works. Like if I search mouse, we get the mouses. And if I use a user, then we get user. And here is the items. So if I want to search any items, like I want to search this wireless, so you can see I got the wireless thing like keyboard and mouse. So this is how it works. So while creating this backend stuff for this, I feel difficulty while like implementing the authentication part, but it was pretty good experience with the Spring Boot, and I am thinking to move with the Spring Boot. So that's it. Thank you for watching.